Hey everyone, welcome to another Reality Skewed Gamers Finity's ADD Gaming. I am Finity and today we are playing some Diablo 3. Now recently the Diablo 3 season just started. It was this past Thursday from when I'm recording this. I don't know when you guys are going to be watching this, but it was this past Thursday. And the new character, the Necro, was introduced a little while ago as well. I played it a little bit on the beta, so now I am playing it in the season. So, in the season, the Necro gets the Bones of Rathma set, which is a pet-based build. So, what I'm doing now is leveling my character. As you can see in the top left, over here, my character is level 69. So, he's almost level 70 to max out. So, I figured I'd go ahead and record this video so you guys can see when I hit level 70. I've completed all of the different tasks in Chapter 1. Of the season. I'm now working on Chapter 2, and the only thing I have left is to reach level 70 for this one. So that is currently what I am working on. And it's a pretty fun build. Bones of Rathma is, like I said, a kind of a pet build. I have some experience with pet builds in general because of the Witch Doctor. So this should be relatively fun for me to play, and I have at least some idea on how to do a pet build, so I'm happy about that. There is also the items that I'll need for this character. Now, I did get Kanai's Cube, so I do have the ability to kind of add those special uniques to my repertoire here. I did complete a set of bounties in all the different acts. So I do have enough to do 3 different ability grabs from those uniques. I haven't done them yet because I am not sure which ones I'm actually going to need. Fairly sure I'm going to need the Tasker and Theo based on my pet experience with the Witch Doctor. So I'll be looking for those gloves. But I still need to look a lot into the different uniques and what the characters can get. So Icy Veins is definitely a good site if you guys haven't been to that. Very good for Diablo 3 content. And so right now I'm just kind of leveling around. I've kind of kept with the pet build idea with my current build. It's kind of a little bit of a hodgepodge, but probably close to what I think I'm going to be running. So you'll see that it's command skeletons, the corpse golem, so I can get more corpses for corpse explosion. I am using corpse explosion right now because it's really fun ability. I have skeletal mages, so I have all the different kind of pet types. And then with my basic attack, I'm using the bone spikes because it has a chance to stun. And then I have my bone spear as my my special kind of attack. I have it in teeth right now. I do occasionally switch to the blighted marrow rune, which allows you to do more damage as it penetrates through more people. But right now, I'm using teeth just because I haven't had too many hallway battles lately for my regular rifts. So I am currently in a regular rift in the hard difficulty. One of the drawbacks about this pet build itself is that the pets don't taunt. So there is a lot of damage that I have to kind of avoid when I'm facing bosses and those kind of things, but on the bright side, in the last season, my character was a sentry hunter, a demon hunter. So my whole build itself was all revolved around trying to avoid damage and making sure my sentries were doing the damage while I was kiting. So it's, again, not something I'm unfamiliar with. So this is kind of a combination for me in terms of the sentry demon hunter, where I'm trying to avoid things and kite it, as well as my witch doctor, which gave me some experience with a pet build. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a pretty fun build for me. I do have a regular Necromancer as well on the regular non-seasonal. So I always have that to kind of play around with, and those ones obviously have some Paragon levels, while this one doesn't. So I can always gain a little bit of experience on that account just to figure out what to do on this one. But overall, so far, I'm really having fun with the Necro, in particular the corpse explosions. Corpse explosions, I think, are just the coolest animations, and they're just so fun to play with. So, we're rolling along here. So I'm at 50% now, so hopefully I'll be hitting level 70 relatively soon. I did start out with a little bit left in from Pools of Reflection, so that is now gone. But as you can suspect, if you've seen any of my other episodes or the Range Duckity episodes, I am a big fan of plus experience gear, especially while leveling, because I do want to hit level 70 as soon as I can. I haven't power leveled or anything like that. So just to show you guys, I have currently 87% bonus experience, as well as straight up almost 1,000 bonus experience per kill. So I am trying to get to level 70 quickly. Most of this has been playing solo. I did play a little bit with a couple of friends here for a little bit, but for the most part it's been solo, so I haven't gotten any of kind of that group bonus experience. But once I hit level 70, we'll be all kind of doing greater rifts together and those kind of things. So if you guys are playing also, come on the RSG Discord. Go ahead and message me. We'll probably try and set up some groups with whoever is playing in order to kind of have some fun, do greater rifts together. And so, yeah, so hard difficulty for me right now is doable. There are some combinations I've been facing lately that have just been pure awful. There was one that was Frozen Pulse, Jailer, Desecrate, and Plague. So basically it would jail me right on top of a Plague and then Desecrate it, so I had to wait. I haven't checked yet, and this may be part of my ability issues. I haven't looked to see if there's anything that allows me to kind of bubble through those things. So right now I've just kind of had to suffer through it. I do have the passive skill that makes it so I can die once without too much consequence. So I do have that equipped because I have been facing harder things recently. I have it so, at least for my survival aspect, my Corpse Explosion has a chance to create health globes. So that's also helping with my survival. So I've kind of gone as much survival as possible, as I'm sure once I go into the main build, it's going to be fairly similar to that. I'm hoping that I get... Oh, okay, I am glad I did not run down here beforehand, because that is a lot of yellows. So, skeletal mages are actually pretty nice, and I'm getting more used to kind of the sequence. The skeletal mage is the one downfall, and I have to see if it's possible to change it. Again, I've been kind of just keeping this one because it's been working for me, so I haven't really had much reason to kind of change anything at this point. The skeletal mages will stay near you and then kind of dissolve at that spot. So if you're going to use the corpses for anything, whoa, that's nasty. If you're going to use the corpses for anything, you have to kind of be near the boss in order to do it. Obviously, the problem is I don't want to be near anything. So I have to kind of be careful a little bit about that. So I end up with corpses near me, and then I realize that they kind of follow me around. So then I kite them over to where my skeletal mages were, and then corpse explode them there. So just trying to figure out the strategy a little bit on this particular build. Now, obviously, this build may change a little bit once I hit level 70. I have everything kind of maxed out, and we'll go through some of the abilities in a little bit. But just trying to figure this all out is just kind of fun. And I'll probably will be referring to Icy Veins a lot once I get to that point. So I think we're coming close to the next level here. Perfect. All right. Okay, and obviously we start out with some of the... Start out with, of course, the yellows. At least Mortar isn't bad. I hate the Arcane Orbs. The Arcane Enchanted are the worst. The Hordes are not that bad anymore for me. Corpse Explosion really helps to control a lot of that. At least at this level. Now, we'll have to see how it works at the later levels. Same thing with the illusions. The illusions, a lot of them can be controlled with the Corpse Explosion because they do cause a good amount of AoE, and so you can destroy a lot of them pretty easily. And so this one is not a bad one that I have faced. Faced considerably worse ones than this. Don't know why my corpse golem is kind of doing nothing there, but that's fine. Alright. Now we're rolling along. And we're just killing things, trying to get experience. Now there's going to be a lot more to do once you go beyond chapter 4. So they do the first 4 chapters kind of intentionally to make them easy. A lot of it is just kind of the stuff you would do in your normal gameplay if you've played before. So leveling up the mystic, leveling up the jeweler, the blacksmith, and then building, just making one item just as so you know how to do it. So they made this relatively simple in terms of kind of how you're supposed to build the actual character, because in season you don't start out with any of your paragon levels, and so it basically just kind of carries over a little bit. So what you're hearing there, all right, so gonna see if we can get one of our buddies here. That was a Skype call. So if you are a VIP in RSG, then whenever we do some of these recordings, if it's possible, we'll let you guys know. You can join us on the call, and you'd be able to actually see the actual gameplay. So Trass, are you with us? I don't know if he's here yet. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do, can you hear me, Trass? I don't know if he can hear us. But we'll continue to roll on here. And is that you?
It's me.
There we go. So that's Trass Revan. So he's in the RSG Psi Guild. He's also a VIP. So he is joining me on the Skype call. You can see my screen now, right?
Yes, I can.
All right. So we are just rolling along here. I'm almost about to hit level 70. Are you able to play right now?
I am not.
Okay. So Trass also plays Diablo 3. So he's in the RSG guild in Blizzard also. So that's just awesome. Man, Corpse Explosion is still like the coolest thing ever. So what level have you gotten to so far?
I hit 49 last night.
Oh, okay.
So 50 tonight.
You can do better than 50.
I just want to get to chapter 2 of the book of the season, and then I'll small steps.
That is what I am trying to finish right now. As soon as I hit level 70, that's my last part of the season here, or for this chapter of the season. So then I'll hit chapter 3, and I'll get 2-piece Bones of Rathma. Ah, I hate this area. Stupid jails. Like, things come at you from, like, every single side. I hear Gollum. Or Goblin. Where's the Goblin? Treasure Goblin! No! Get back here. Get back here, you stupid Treasure Goblin. Stop running away! Good. He trapped himself in a little cage area. Yay! Treasure goblin. Now I have to kill all the different things that have been following me. Now let me go back and get all those shrines.
I just lost the video, Finn.
Oh, you lost it?
It's all, I can still see a bottom part of it, but it stopped rendering, which is kind of weird.
Okay.
And most of the screen is gray.
I will do this then.
But
I can do this. How about now?
oh, that works.
Yay, speed. And around here. Stupid shrine. I love getting the stupid shrine.
For the corpse explosion, which rune are you using to have it explode outwards or
Bloody
inwards?
mess.
Bloody mess.
Mhm. Yeah, it just increases the size. I was doing the initially I was using close quarters, so everything kind of came close. Everything near me would just keep on exploding, but I'm kiting a little bit more than normal right now because I'm trying to get used to the pet build. So I'm working on my kiting skills, so I changed that. That's the rune that I was using when I was doing my melee necro on beta, the close quarters one. Explosions! So many explosions.
There's something satisfying about that.
Yes,
I don't
there
know
is.
why. I don't know why it is, but it just is.
I hate this one. No, no, no. Leave me alone. Damn you. Hate that one. Alright. I don't know if this will be enough to level, so I may have to do another one. Alright, go get that gold. Not getting the gold. Alright, let's see if this is enough to level. Come on, come on, come on. I'll have to do another one in 30 seconds.
So close.
So close. Alright, let me get rid of my blues. Alright, let's see what I have. No experience, not using that. Gonna be an upgrade once I don't need experience, so I'll hold on to that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. No. Alright, this one will be an upgrade. I'm trying to save now just any upgrades to damage as well, since I'm eventually not gonna need experience.
Right.
But
I jammed everything up last night too, just to give me experience.
this one is more damage, so save that. This one will be more damage. Save that. And this one will be more damage. Okay, so I have this little set going here. And some of these will be replaced, obviously, by the Bones of Rathma stuff that I'll be getting. Alright, let me drop this in my stash. I think this is the same helm. Okay, I don't need this one. I still have to figure out my build on this character. It's going to be interesting just to see what I'm going to put together, because I still need to review it.
I have like 4 hours in the car today, so my plan was to. I'm not driving, so I'm just gonna.
Icy Veins all trip.
Yep. So I'm just gonna like start focusing on it and figure it out. So by the time I get home tonight, I should know.
Are you going to be going with the Bones of Rathma, or do you plan on using one of the other sets?
I think I was gonna go for the bones, since there are, that's part of the season.
Yeah. I think that's part of the fun of it too. You end up you can play stuff that you like, obviously, but kind of getting used to some of these other builds and whatnot. Right.
I'm gonna stay until you level so I can see it, and then I'm gonna jump in the car.
All right. I will hurry then.
I want to watch.
It is a momentous occasion. Ah, really? Like a little sliver left? If not... Good. I corpse exploded my way to level 70.
Boom. There it is.
Alright, and I got mail, so I'm going to go back into town here. Let's see how close I am on chapter 3. 7 out of 11 already. Alright, so I need to do master difficulty. And extract. Okay, so I can do the extract. That's easy. And okay, so everything I have to do is on master difficulty. Let me get my set pieces. Helm and gloves. Okay, so. Really? The gloves it gives me 188 experience. Lovely.
That is awesome.
Just mocks me. This whole game just mocks me.
That's okay. Good stuff. Happy hunting.
All right.
I'm gonna go pay the bills.
All right. Have fun.
Bye.
All right. So now we have the 2-piece now for the Bones of Rathma. So now my minions have a chance to reduce the cooldown of Army of Dead by 1 second each time they deal damage. So Army of Dead is something that I'm going to end up putting on my ability bars here. I don't think I'm going to need Bone Spear, so I'm going to put my Skeletal Mage as my right click. And let's see. So I do like the fact that they leave behind a corpse, but let me see what else they can give. Okay, Singularity, Powerful. I'd rather have multiple minions because of the bonus. So I'm going to go with the Gift of Death over here, and then for my other attack, I will use Army of Dead. And we will, so Army of Dead by itself summons a massive army to pummel anything at the location. And what I will try and do, so Death Valley, where it knocks all affected towards the center, will help kind of as an impromptu taunt, so that should help. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with the Death Valley one. And we get some more here, so cannot lose life for 4 seconds. Okay, so this is kind of nice. So this gives me a little bit of an extra shield. Okay, all ability cooldowns. This I cannot be. Okay. So this one would be nice with this one. So corpse explosion with blood for blood. So that could be kind of for a corpse explosion build, but I'm not really going for that necessarily. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it for now. I don't have a lot of life on hit, so although this could be something in order to keep myself alive. So if I do a lot of life on hit, I could use this with all my minions and basically just be gaining a lot of life with all my minions, doing Army of Dead. So I think I'm going to shift to this for now. I do need to increase it. So looking at the rest of it here. So I'm not really doing curses at the moment. It is something I can look into. And probably will need to, because there are some that increases damage if something is slowed or something along those lines. This one also is another one that's interesting. I can reduce the cost. So I think for now I'm good with this. Actually, I'm going to change this one to reducing the cost. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at Army of Dead. Ha! That is pretty awesome. Okay, and it does 12,000% damage. Okay, so I am going with an Army of Dead type of build here. So we'll be kind of building that. And let's go ahead and equip some of these other things. So I don't need the helm now. I don't need this. I'll save my Leoric's crown, possibly to put it inside of the cube. And I have a little, let me change this out here. So I have this tab on my stash, which is all kind of stuff that I am thinking about cubing. So this belt is definitely better, so I can start getting rid of these. This torso is better, so I'll put that on. Yeah, I don't want to put it in there. Close this out. Okay, so this torso is better. These shoulders are better. These clothes are not better. And this belt is better. Okay. Let me see if this one or this one. No. Okay. So I'm happy with this for now. This should give me everything I need for the time being. I'm gonna switch also to a master difficulty and see how this goes, as I have not done master difficulty yet, and I do have now more non XP based gear. So let's go ahead and see how this ends up working out. So let us go to master. This is not going to be pleasant. I'm going to start off with the rift before going to the bosses, just to see how this works out and if I actually if I am ready for it, because Diablo is not the easiest boss to deal with, especially if you don't have a taunt. So we will see how this works out. Okay, and Army of Dead. That was really fun. Okay, so they're not reducing the cooldown yet, so I need the 6-piece bonus in order to start that cooldown. Or no, this is the cooldown reduction. Okay, so I will watch the cooldown a little bit as my minions are attacking. Oh, and you can definitely see it speed up. Okay, and get some skeletal mages out there. There's a molten or something over here, but I can't really see it. I don't see what's going on here. Something is off. Oh, see, I did engage a yellow. Okay, my chat got turned off. That explains it. Like, I see the yellow highlights, but I don't see where anything is. And let's army of dead these guys. But I still haven't found the... There he is. Alright, so now we're reducing the cooldown of Army of Dead. My skeletal mages are attacking. I have my skeletal army kind of going with giving me health back. So I'm trying to keep myself alive. And I think I'm going to focus a lot more on life on hit. Alright, and I died, but it managed to save me. So that is why I keep that ability around. And I got my first Paragon level! Woot! Alright, let's see where I am using my Paragon level. And... I don't have the gear yet, and you can always change it around, so I'm going to start with speed. Okay, so I can manage this, it's just not the easiest thing at all times. Okay. So far, so good. I need to complete this anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this. We'll see if we can get the Diablo and stuff next. And see if we can finish Chapter 3 before we call this video to an end. So I have to make sure to use my command golems kind of fairly often, actually, so I can keep on making sure that I'm getting health back from them. Got my skeletal mages going for extra damage, use some course explosions. Get on the mortar. And I'm still collecting kind of the blues right now, since I need to kind of create a stockpile of all the different materials. So veiled crystals and arcane dust and all that reusable parts. So I'm still kind of in the collection mode. Eventually I'll be dropping that, but new character, still have a lot to build up. Definitely need to try and get all of it. Okay, I am a fan of Army of the Dead. That is really, really fun. So, we're going to go ahead and keep on rolling along here. Lots of spiders, so this should help. And let's go ahead and do this. So, because I switched now the skeletal mages to my right click instead of my number 4, I'm going to have to get used to using them there, but that'll come relatively quickly here. So, let's see what we can... And we are rolling, we are rolling. Let's see. I hear a goblin. I think it's over here, but I gotta be careful because I don't have the ability to take on too many of these guys right now, so I'm gonna have to try and scout it. Where is it? I have the stupid shrine on right now, so I'm kind of becoming careless. But I hear it. Where is it? I hear it. Where is it? I... There it is. Lots of gold. Okay, that's nice. So I'm up to 600,000 gold. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but obviously it's a start here. So now let's look at the map, and we're gonna have to go down over there. So let's go back around this way. Right. They made this a really kind of big circle. Go away, fire. There we go. Alright. Let's explore. Nothing. This way. Now we're seeing mobs again, so we'll go around. There we go. I'm just using Army of Dead now whenever I can, just because it's really fun. Okay, so offense, I want to reduce the cooldown. And this one, let's increase my armor. So not too often, but in general, I think it'll be kind of cool in that the last tab, I'll actually probably want life on hit. Normally not something I typically get early, but life on hit on this with all my minions giving me 10%, with all my extra minions, it'll definitely be a major help. So something that I will be kind of going after here. And Army of Dead. Oh, he's taking a while because it's a health link, so. Okay, got myself a little speed boost. Okay, let's start getting rid of some of these guys. Okay, so let's go to this tab, and like I was saying, life per hit actually may be, well, Actually, I think I still need the resource cost reduction first, so life on hit will probably be my second one. Still higher than I normally put it. I think the only character where I had it prioritized that high previously was my monk, because my monk was designed to be kind of a life on hit gaining character. So as long as he's attacking, he doesn't die very easily. But if he's not attacking, then he's kind of squishy. So I'm going to try and make sure I don't do that on this character. Because definitely don't want this character to be super squishy. And he has a lot of different abilities that increases his armor. So it's going to be something that should be pretty nice to use. Okay, so let's go ahead and move along. So this is really slow, so I'm definitely going to have to increase my armor, or increase my damage and all of that when I go into the greater rifts, because I can already see the time becoming an issue with that. So, gonna have to increase my damage. I am using a legendary weapon, my Wildwood, but it's a level 68, 61. So while it's nice, definitely leaves a lot that needs to be upgraded. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is starting with a low-level rift, getting those gems. I need the pet gems in particular. So the gem that increases pet damage, offhand I can't remember the name right now, but that gem is the one that I'm probably going to end up having to use. And that one will be, see, I need something in order to break that. I'll have to see what's available a little bit more. I didn't see anything in the passives. There is the immune for 4 second type thing after use of Army of Dead, but that one is going to be very conditional. So I want to be careful about relying too much on that, although it may be something I need to rely on. And I'm kind of getting trapped here. Okay. Army of Dead is almost up. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Just in time. Yay, more yellows. This one not nearly as bad in terms of the abilities, so I can handle this one fairly easily. Shouldn't stand in the poison though. That's never a good sign. Saving my Army of the Dead because he's almost dead himself, so save it for the next level. Full health, so move on to level 2. Alright, so, okay. This one's going to end up being a little bit spread out, so I have to be careful. And I use my Army of the Dead there because normally on this stage, at least on the Greater Rift, there's usually a unique or a blue, there we go, kind of at the beginning. And of course this one has kind of the nasty stuff, so hoping to bring them over here, and okay, yeah, and of course this Arcane and Frost and hate this. No. Whee! At least my survival is decent. I can kite these things. I have a lot of corpses in case things come back over here, so I can always run over here. See if I can get my guys to come over here. So the difference mainly between this kind of kiting and the Demon Hunter Sentry kiting is obviously the sentries kind of shoot. And these ones I have to get them on top of the different corpses, so I have to kind of make a wide net of corpses in order to try and pull them over. So getting used to that, and still accidentally every now and then hitting the Army of the Dead, but I think I'm okay now with making sure I don't. So in terms of uniques and stuff that I'll be looking for this character, obviously one of them will be trying to find a unique that allows me to increase my skeletal mages or increase my skeleton count, because if my abilities are kind of going to be based on that, like the life per hit and the Army of Dead cooldown, I want to increase the number of minions that I have. So we'll need to work on that. I don't know if any such unique exists, but I will be looking. Not a big fan of those beasts, so getting rid of those. They just take too long, and I'm impatient. And gives my skeletons a chance to kind of gain their... work for their keep, actually, I should say. Start reducing the cooldown on my Army of Dead. Make me happy. Some mages up here, because this is kind of a lot of stuff around here. Okay, let's start clearing some of this out. Okay, let's see what paragons reduce the cooldown and increase my speed. Almost there. I want to try and be in a relatively clear area, so I don't want to wander too far, because then I may end up in an area where there's a lot of different mobs where I have to fight the Rift Guardian. So don't want to do that if I can avoid it. I don't think these guys will be enough though. Yeah, 97, so I still need a good bit. So let's wander around here, hoping that it spawns behind me. But now that I'm over here, chances are it's not going to. Unless I kind of run. So let me see if I can run over here. I want the Rift Guardian to spawn over here, so I don't have to fight like 800 different mobs as well as the boss. At least that's the goal. Now, whether or not that's possible, I don't know. These guys are coming all from over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that, so hopefully it's just somewhere nearby. And I know the Rift Guardian portals as well, to portals to you, but depending on where it is, it can become a nuisance. Oh, and of course there's a yellow. This was the last thing I wanted. No. This is going to be really bad. I already know that this is going to be really bad. I'm trying to get my skeletons to focus on the boss itself, because I can take out the minions easier, but if I start taking out the minions, I'm going to start increasing that percentage. So I need to get my... Okay, I'll try and avoid those tokens here. Okay. Okay, and it spawned right here. So much farts. There are farts everywhere. Okay, so I died, but I'm gonna try and pull all of them over here now. I didn't officially die, but I have the ability that avoids it. But that's too much plague in a small area. I can't deal with all of that. Okay. Oh, I had a... Oh, yeah. So it's not even the boss's one. It's Blue's. Awesome. Give me health. Stupid fart clouds. Stupid slimes. Hate this all. But I didn't die. That was not pleasant. Okay, so I am kind of at my limit here with Master. So, yeah, not the easiest thing for me to do here. So I am getting the fudge out of here. Alright. Boom! Level 7. Okay. Now let's try some of these other things, which is not going to be nice either. Okay, so I need to get Diablo, Cydia. This I can do later, so let's go with Diablo. 4. Let me see. There he is. Get my Paragon in. Increase my armor. Okay, so I'm going to try and get rid of these minions first because they're arcane. I don't need like a million arcane things hanging around here. So I'm going to try and get rid of them first. Okay, now I have it kind of under control here. Alright. No. I don't know which way Diablo is in this, so... That is actually one of the downsides, so maybe what I will do, because I remember that this is easier if you do it that way. So I'm going to portal out here. Let me check if Cydia or Diablo is an actual bounty. Once they're the bounty, you get the arrow that tells you where they are. I think Cydia is Act 3. Maybe? Let's see. There she is. Okay, so Cydia is Act 3, and Diablo is Act 4. So, let's go ahead and leave game, create a new game. See if we can get Diablo and Cydia to be the bounties, so then we get the arrow and are able to find them easier. So, Cydia is not, and Diablo is. No, he is not. The Cursed Chapel. New game! Alright. Come on, both of them. No Cydia. And no Diablo. Eventually we'll get this. This is I hate having to kind of search for it. You don't get any arrows, it's not an objective, so you're literally just running around and searching. I prefer to at least have an arrow to show me which direction I need to go. Okay, good. So we got Cydia, and not Diablo though, but we can get Cydia done. So let's go kill Cydia. Plus you get some decent rewards at the end too. Cydia actually isn't that bad, it's just a big circle, but if you're killing them, you may as well do it for a bounty. So that's kind of the benefit of Cydia bounty when you're doing this part. Okay, and let's go ahead and kill all those. And let's explode. Okay. So, we are rolling along. What is this? Frenzied. So that area I know is a little bit of a trick, even though it looks like the arrow's right there. There's no continuation there. You have to go around into the staircase that's up here. So, We're just rolling along. And let's see. I forget what the... I mean, once you do this, and I just did the objectives, so I should know. I know we have to kill Cydia and go through... I can't remember how many levels there are to this tower. It looks like there's just level 2 and then the Heart of the Cursed. But I can't remember for sure. Okay, that should be the staircase here. Perfect. And that should give me some more resource cost reduction. Alright, on to level 2. Okay, so now that. I don't think there's a pathway here. Yeah, cuts off, so we're moving along. Things are nice, huge, giant, annoying circles. Now, granted, this is still better than those mazes where you don't know where you're going. At least this one, you know where you're going. It's just very large circles. Okay. So I think one of the things I'll have to work on is kind of the combination of making my flesh golems go into a particular spot and then using Army of Dead in order to get them all into that and then corpse explode. So it'd be kind of just a timing issue that I'll need to get used to, but I think that could be a pretty fun combo since my Army of Dead kind of pulls everything to the center. So we'll keep on moving along here. Let's get rid of all of these guys. So again, I think we can see that it's here, it's below me, so I have to still go kind of all the way around in order to get to it. Very deceptive pattern. No, 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 no. Let me out. Hate all of these guys, I hate all of them. Trying to block me in. Kill all of them. They upset me. Okay. They almost trapped me inside of that furnace spit. We don't take kindly to that around here. Right. Should be a few more guys around the corner here, I think. Nope. Okay, so now we are in the Heart of the Cursed, which shouldn't have any mods, just go straight to Cydia. Let me add my movement speed here. Nice idea. Yeah, he's Army of the Dead. Let my guys get some cooldown back. More mages. More mages. Come over here. Whee! Alright. So, that part of the chapter is done. And lots of loot. Okay. So, next is Diablo. So, let's go ahead and leave game. See if... Oh, let me portal back to town. And... Oh, my inventory is getting full too. So, let me empty my inventory. See if there's anything worthwhile while I'm doing it. This is an upgrade, so save that. Not an upgrade. Getting rid of all blues first and things I can't wear. This is... I don't want to sacrifice my life that much, so I'm not going to do that. This one is an upgrade. I'm not doing anything with the hands because I have a set, so that's automatically gone. I think this one's actually better. This one's actually better. One-handed. Do like this one better. Do like this one better. This one's actually worse than this. So better that. No, no, no. Okay, this one actually is better. Lots of little upgrades here and there. I don't want to do a two-hander right now, so I'm going to stick with my one-hander and the offhand. But we'll see if that eventually changes. I may even go to a shield in order to increase my survival, so something to definitely look at. 3.1, 8.9, 3.2. Okay, so this one's actually better. Now my command golem gets more damage than my skeletons, but that is okay. And increases my toughness and stuff by a lot. So I think I will go with that one. Okay, so we will add this. Close this out here. So this one is an upgrade. This one is an upgrade. 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 Whee! So many little upgrades. This one is an upgrade as well. This one, and I'm going to double check that I have this one, although I'm pretty sure I do. And this one increases my survival. So, I can do then. So this one will return my gem. Forgotten Soul. And see, yep, Thunder God's bigger. So we will get rid of that one. And let's start collecting my Rift Stones. Whee! Now, let's go ahead and see if we can get me a Diablo bounty. Come on, Diablo. No. And no. Soon, my precious, soon. I will have 2 more pieces of the bones of Rathma. Why must it delay? Why must it delay? Come on. Is it really that hard to just give me that? Stop with the cursed chapel! Oh my god. Yesterday I did this and I had like Diablo twice, so I actually killed him just to get extra when I was doing my bounties. So I killed him once during that, and then one extra time just to get an extra chest in order to get some extra gold in order to level up my mystic. So now when I need it, it obviously doesn't show up. I think there's only 3 things that are on rotation there anyways. It's either nothing, the Cursed Chapel, or Diablo. And I'm not getting the Diablo one. Maybe because it knows that I need it. It is mocking me. This game does that a lot, unfortunately. Stop with the Cursed Chapel. I don't want the Cursed Chapel. For those of you that did Diablo 2, I was worried about this the first time. When you do this, aspect of sin. So, Diablo 2 used to have it so if you left and restarted a game too often that it would block you. Diablo 3 doesn't seem to have that, because I've done this before in order to kind of chase down particular things, so nice that it doesn't have that. And watch, just as I say this, they introduced it with a new update or something like that, and I'm going to be blocked. No! Well, I accidentally exited Diablo. Give me a second to bring it back up. Very annoying. Alright, I know. Come on, load. I know you're loading. There we go. And I have like 15 minutes before it actually goes into their update. So they're updating at 7 o'clock a.m. and it is currently 9:45 Eastern, which is 6:45 Pacific. So I have 15 minutes in order to get Diablo. So I'll do it a couple more times here, otherwise I'll just try and chase it down. But this makes it a lot easier if I can get the arrow. Otherwise I'll be kind of running around a lot. So I'm hoping that then I can get into chapter 4 before this is into the update time. Come on. No. No, 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 no. Come on, Diablo. Let me kill you for a bounty. I think I can run through that level relatively quick too, so getting it in 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes shouldn't be too bad. Just need it to show me where it is. Yes! Finally! Okay. And I may just try to run through this until I get to the point where I can't, so. And of course it's an Enlightenment Shrine, I don't want to turn that down. Yeah, you know what? Screw it, I'm turning it down. I don't have the time. Server's about to go down. Okay, walled me off. Okay. This is probably the right way, because I have to go all the way kind of around. Stop with the slow. Oh, of course, the Wallers are going to chase me like the entire time, aren't they? Okay, managed to avoid that one at least. Need to just break this slow. Come on, almost done with the slow. And good, okay. It is trying to jail the bejesus out of me. Alright. So glad that I did it this way so I can actually see where it is. Okay. So now we have roughly 12 minutes in order to kill Diablo. I'm going to turn up the music a little bit here, and we can actually try and do this. Here we go, shadow time. Can I beat myself in a shadow round? I'm not using Army of Dead yet, so I think I can get rid of Shadow Diablo a bit easier with it. No, 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 no. Get that away from me. I don't want to get trapped. I thought he would teleport here, so I have the corpse explosion. Okay. Last phase. That was close. Ah, he caught me. Yay! Quack, 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 quack. Alright, that was fun. Okay, so we got that. And get the cord. Woot! Gems galore. Okay, now let's go back. And I'll see if I have anything that's worthwhile to put in the cube. I don't mind wasting it necessarily, as long as it's something that I may potentially use. So let's look to see. Probably won't use Leoric's crown. This is something that I may end up using if I go with curses, so it's tempting to use that one. Not for that. I'm not going to use Land of the Dead, so I'm not going to bother with that. This is for the not for me, because there's nothing in here that does. I am not going to be above the resource. And I don't want to stop regenerating life, so I think I'm going to go with this one. So, let's go ahead and go to the cube. And put it in there, fill, and transmute. Boom! Chapter 3 is done. And let's see. Got the boots and the shoulders. Let's see how they look. That's a bone spear. Yeah, I can live with it. And, of course, monster kill experience. Alright, so let's look at the new items that I got. Not replacing that. No, no. No, no. This one's actually a little bit better. Oh, let's go with that. I have very little regen, actually, so might be something to look at. My regen comes through my pets, though, so it's not a big deal. And now I have the 4-piece. So now I gain 1% damage reduction each time one of your minions deal damage, and it stacks to 50, so I should get 50% damage reduction. Let's see what we need for this chapter now. I only have one of them, so now I need to switch into Torment. So this one we will get to at a later date. I'll see if I can record this or not, but otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed kind of watching my Necro hit level 70, and should be a pretty fun season, because Necro was one of my favorite characters in Diablo 2, and now it looks like it's going to be kind of doing the same here. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. We'll try to do some more of Diablo 3 as we progress through the season. If you like this video, please make sure to click the thumbs up for this video, post some comments about things you liked, you didn't like, and we'll see you next time.